You're live. Hello. Hi, everybody. Everybody, the one person watching, which is Jacob. Hi, Jacob. Okay, so today we are doing a write-in or a live write-in, write with me, writing sprints, whatever you want to call it. Is the lighting okay? Is the sound okay? I can't tell. It's fine. So basically, the way these work is I'll set a timer, and for that amount of time, we're just going to work on whatever we're working on. So for me, I'm working on my novel. Some people, some people will be a little dark. Let's see if I can fix that. Is that better? I don't know if that's better. Okay. So some people will be working on homework. Some people might be working on novels. Some people might be working on art pieces or reading something. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you're here. You know why you're here. Like I said, I will be working on my novel. Hi, Ty. Welcome. It is a little dark. I moved the light. Is it better with the light like this? Yes? Okay. Right. Well, I was saying something. Okay. Good. The light is better. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, I can start the timer. We could just get started, or we could talk a little bit if you want to talk first about what we're working on or about what our goals are. If you guys have goals for this writing stream, you could let me know. That would be cool. Like maybe your goal is to finish a chapter or to reach a certain number of words added to your project or finish an assignment or whatever your goal is for this stream. I'm rambling. I guess I could talk about my goal while I'm waiting. So I'm starting Act 2 today in my project. I've started Act 2 a little bit, and by a little bit, I mean like a page. But my goal is to finish Act 2 and Act 3 this month, and basically to finish the draft this month, which, I mean, I've been trying to finish this draft for way too long now. I should be done with it already, but, you know, it's fine. So my goal is to just make some progress. If I had to put a word count on it, I'd say 2,000 words would be good. That's a bit extreme, but good. Write your own story. Write a story. Do it. You could do it on a notebook or on your phone. Do it on your phone, whatever. It's fine. But yeah, so I just want to 2,000 words is like a numerical goal. But if I could finish chapter 10, that would be awesome. I don't know if I like really can do that because I haven't fully figured out what chapter 10 is going to be, but sorry. Instagram is telling me that my countdown for the live is expired, and if I want to share that so everybody knows, but I don't want to. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, like my outline is kind of bare bones for Act 2, and like Act 3, I only have like blank. Like this is where the climax of the story needs to happen, and this is where the resolution needs to happen. That's all I got in Act 3, but that's okay because Act 3 is not my problem right now. So we could just go ahead and get started. What sounds like a good time for our first sprint? We could do, let me know what you guys think. We could do 10 minutes, we could do 7 minutes, we could do 15 minutes. 15 is a little long. What do you guys think? We could do 5. We could do 7. We could do 10. We could keep it a single number, single digit number. It says that nobody's even watching right now, so I don't know what I'm waiting for. I'm going to set a timer for 7 minutes. Oh, wait. What do you write on? Do you find that one thing, phone, tablet, computer, typewriter, etc., is better to write on than others? So I write a little bit on everything. I write on my desktop. I write on my iPad, which is kind of like a laptop, I guess. And I write on my phone. I think the easiest thing for me to get a lot of words done on is either my desktop or my iPad. I don't get a lot of writing done on my phone, but that's not what I'm saying. I don't get a lot of writing done on my phone, but it is good to have my phone with me for various situations in which I do need to suddenly add to my story. So, and that's also why I use Google Docs. I used to use Pages. Various people use various things. A lot of AuthorTube authors and writers use a program called Scrivener. I don't have Scrivener. I don't feel like spending money to get another writing program when I have free ones, so. Oh, Jacob, you have a delay. Okay. Just got that message. You like 7. Okay, we can set a timer for 7 minutes. So there's a way to stream with a timer to show up on here, but I don't know how to do that yet. So I'm just going to set, a 7-minute timer on my phone, and we will just sprint for those 7 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and hit start. Okay, and we're sprinting. And stop. Okay, real quick, let me see how many words I got on that word sprint. Ooh, I broke 24K. I'm at 24,002 words now. That's cool. I didn't write that much, I don't think. 24,002 words. And I started at 23,898 words, which means I wrote 104 words in those 7 minutes, which is cool. What did you guys do in those 7 minutes? Let me know. Let me just write it down. 104 plus 104. I like to keep track of word sprints and like how many words I add in each sprint. Like you could see like on this side, I have where I started, how long the word sprint was, like what the word count was when the word sprint ended, how many words I added in that word sprint, and then how many words I added in the session overall or like the day overall. Because I like to keep track of that and I like to see if my writing is going any faster or slower. Like if it changes as I'm writing more frequently, am I writing faster now as I get further into the story? I don't know. I just think it's interesting data to collect because I'm a nerd, apparently. During a break, can you describe how you went from story idea to writing? How do you take your idea or short story and turn it into a thing? Also, how do you keep track of progress in terms of the story? Do you have checkpoints in the story or ideas you want executed at certain times? Okay, I will answer all of those questions. Great questions. So how did I take my idea from an idea and turn it into what I'm trying to get into right now? So it started off kind of different. It was a random thought, I think. I don't remember if it was a random thought or if it was a dream, but I had like this one line synopsis in my head. And I did a little bit of research because I had to do with characters that already exist. It's almost like a retelling of a story that was never told, almost, is how I picture it. And I did some research, and as I did, the characters kind of developed more in my brain, and different situations came up, and I just kind of like put it all together. As far as like an outline, like how to keep track and checkpoints in the story, I thought I had planned out my novel before I started writing. This is the first novel I've ever written, so it wasn't until I was writing that I was like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what's happening in this story. And so I am not a pantser. I'm definitely a plotter. And the difference is a pantser is like flying by the seat of your pants. You kind of make up the story as you go, and a plotter kind of outlines religiously, basically. And so I do have an outline in a separate Google Doc that I have up on my screen right here, so that I can look at it and refer back to it. I use a method that I saw on YouTube on Caddy Tastic's channel, where she talked about her 27 chapter, 9 block, 3 act structure. And basically each chapter is a different point. Like, this is where the midpoint happens. This is where you have a juxtaposition. This is where you have your climax, and this is where you have your resolution, and this is where these different things need to happen. And even if my story ends up not being 27 chapters and the chapters get moved around a little bit, the basic structure will be the same. At least for this story, that's how it's working. And so that's kind of how I keep track of that, I guess. And then the other thing is I have been working on this draft for so long. It's kind of ridiculous. how long I've been working on it. And especially because it's a zero draft. Like, it's a first draft, but Kate Kavanaugh on YouTube calls her first drafts zero drafts because they are literally just a brain dump, essentially, of this is the story, blah, here it is, turn it into a draft. And that would make her second draft, in her mind, her first draft, if that makes sense. So this is my zero draft, or my very first draft. And I've been writing this first draft for a long time because I keep stopping and not working on it for months at a time, which is why it's taken me almost a year now since I started drafting, because I started this for NaNoWriMo last year. And I think I wrote like 6,000 words and gave up. So yeah. So now I'm trying to finish it. And that's basically, that answers that. And I know you told me, Jacob, that you're in a delay. So now I feel awkward waiting for you to catch up. And while I wait, I'm going to respond to a text message. Okay. Yes. Do you take any inspiration from the real world or interactions you've had or seen in real life? Yes and no, and kind of. And I don't want to give it away, and I don't want to say what's from my real life and what isn't, because if anybody figures it out, they might be offended, or they might be upset that I didn't include a situation that they were involved in. And I just, I don't know. I feel like there's a bug. I don't feel like there's a bug. There is a bug. I feel like all tropes, all archetypes, all situations, all themes are universal. Everything is repeated. Nothing is really a new idea. Everything is a spin off of something that already exists. So, yes. Does that answer your question? Yes and no, because there's a lot of things in my book, in this book, that literally have nothing to do with anything I've ever experienced. But then there are also things in here that do have to do with things that I've experienced. So it's a little bit of a hodgepodge. I think writers insert parts of their lives and their pasts into their books always. I think that's always in there a little bit, because it can't not be. Like, no matter how hard you try to keep yourself completely out of it, you're so wrapped up in the story that, like, you're in there a little bit, even if you don't want to be. So with that being said, I think it's time we do another sprint. Let's see, how long do we want to do this time, guys? We could pick it up to, we did 7. You want to do 11? 11 could be fun. We could do 11 minutes and 11 seconds. We could do 11 minutes and 7 seconds, because we just did 7 minutes. Does it bother for something to be in your story? 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, we could do 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Let me answer that question real quick. Does it bother me when people try to push for something to be in my story? Not really, because most of the time when somebody is giving me advice for my story, it's because I've asked for it. I've never really come across somebody being like, oh, put this in your story, and for me to go, no, I don't want that. And then for them to keep pushing, that hasn't really happened to me yet. So, I mean, if it did happen, I'd probably be irritated, just because, like, it's my story. That wouldn't happen. I know my story better than you, but also, like I said, that hasn't happened to me. It hasn't been something I've experienced. So with that being said, let's start sprint number 2. 6 minutes and 30 seconds. We're going down in time. Let's see if I can get as many or more words. I don't know. All right, ready? And you can't see that, but start. And we're writing. And time. We're back. Oh, why is timer still going? I hit stop. All right. How did you guys do on that one? Let me write it down because you know I like to write it down. Ooh, 122 words. So I actually wrote more that time. Nice. And I was able to do that math in my head. Wow. Okay. Oh, I have a new thing. When you get back, I noticed you're drinking something. Do you write intoxicated and edit sober? And what is your take on writers using substances to gain inspiration or change their mindset? I am drinking something. I'm drinking lemonade. Plain old regular lemonade in a wine glass because it makes me feel fancy. I was thinking about having a drink while I wrote, but I don't know why I didn't. I just didn't. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe if I do another one of these lives. I don't know. But write drunk, edit sober. You know, sometimes that's helpful. That can be helpful. I don't think it's good to practice that all the time, especially if you want to be like a writer who writes every day. I mean, you don't have to write every day to be a writer, but if you want to be a writer who writes every day, you probably shouldn't get wasted every day. But sometimes, yeah, if I'm having issues with a scene and I don't have work the next day, or I don't even get drunk. I have like one drink and I'm fine. But if I want to drink an alcoholic beverage because I'm old enough to do so, do not drink if you're not old enough to do so. Just saying. Then it's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I don't really think it's to gain inspiration or to change a mindset necessarily. I mean, I guess changing a mindset makes sense, but it's more about like getting out of your own head, maybe for some people. I guess that would be the only way to describe it. But yeah, that was 2 sprints down. And I've only added 226 words to my draft so far. Oh, hi, Krista. Thank you for the sunflower. I love sunflowers. So cute. Also, I have a question for you guys. In my scene that I'm writing right now, I have my 2 characters on a date and they're eating frozen yogurt. What flavors should they be eating? One of them has got cookie dough and brownie bites and like every chocolatey topping. Watermelon? Okay, I'll have the other one be eating watermelon because I don't think watermelon and all the chocolate toppings go together. I mean, they might. I don't know. But watermelon is good. I like watermelon froyo. Man, now I want froyo. This is a problem, guys. I do have some raspberry sherbet. I used to do it that way. It's kind of weird. I used to think that if you had a chocolatey froyo, you could only have fruity toppings. And if you had a fruity froyo, you could only have chocolatey toppings, which I know doesn't make sense. But I guess, Krista, what I'm saying is I used to be that way too. But I didn't do it with watermelon. I did it with like raspberry or strawberry. Okay. Should I do another sprint? Should we talk some more? What do you want? What do you want to do? Let me know. Because I'm down to do another sprint if you guys are down. running emoji. I'm assuming that means sprint. How long should this sprint be? We did 7 minutes. We did 6.5 minutes. We could do longer. We could do the same. We could do 10 minutes. Is 10 minutes good? 5? You want me to, oh my gosh, you guys are going down. Most people go up. Okay, we'll do 5. We will do 5 minutes, and we will see if I can. So on the 7-minute, Krista, on the 7-minute sprint, I added 104 words. On the 6.5-minute sprint, I added 122 words. So let's see if 10 or 5. Do you want to do 10 or 5? Because if we do 5, we should see if I can go up in my word count again, because we've been going down in minutes, but I've been going up in words. Okay, you gave me 2 hands, so I'm going to assume that means 10, because you're doing this, and this is 10 fingers. Well, thumbs aren't fingers, but it's all the same thing. So we're going to do 10 minutes. So I'm going to set a timer. And let me write it down real quick. 10 minutes. All right, and I am starting. Boop. 10 minutes. Go. time. Go ahead and stop what you're doing. Yay, I finally made it. So what's up? Hi, Susanna. We just finished another sprint. That was a 10-minute sprint. I'm going to write down my word count real quick. Okay. So basically, Susanna, hi, welcome. We're just kind of hanging out, talking, and doing little short bursts of work in between. Oh yeah, rehearsal. What are you rehearsing? Also, Jacob, to answer your previous question about do I have multiple story ideas saved somewhere? I do. I have a note on my iPhone called Ideas, and it's just every time I have an idea, I just create a new bullet point on there. And most of the time, it's just like a sentence. Sometimes it's like a paragraph. And sometimes it's like, oh, Mamma Mia, you're doing Mamma Mia. We're doing Mamma Mia at my theater too. That's cool. Sorry, distracted. But yeah, I have a note, and if it's just a sentence or even if it's a paragraph, I'll still add if I think it'll be better as a script, as a play, as a short film, as a novel, or maybe a song idea. Like, I don't write music, but I write lyrics. Yeah. Susanna, that's so cool that you're doing Mamma Mia. Being called back to reality. I love you too, Krista. Okay, thanks for hanging out. Tell the family I said hi. Susanna, when does your show go up, and who are you in the show? Ensemble. Okay, cool. That's so cool. I love ensemble parts. Ensemble parts are the best parts. Well, I mean, you know, we've had this. Jane Forio? No, sorry, I just fixed something. I thought I fixed something on my autocorrect. Fails me sometimes. Hold on. Playing Jane on the Froyo, not Jane for you. Come on. I forgot what I was gonna say. What I was talking about. Oh yeah, when does your show go up, Susanna? That's what I was asking. Ours opens on September 20th at Star Theater in Oceanside. If you guys are in Southern California, you should come check it out. October something. Okay, well, hey, maybe we could, see each other's shows. I'm not in Mamma Mia, but I am going to be working the soundboard, so that'll be cool. So we could do another sprint, or we could talk some more. What do you guys want to do? Where did I put my notebook? I'm going to do some math real quick to figure out how many words I added in that sprint. $209. I added 209 words in that sprint. You have 30 seconds until break ends. Oh no. Well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Okay, I'll see you later, Susanna. Bye. Well, I guess we'll do another sprint then. Let's see, we did 10 minutes. We could do 10 minutes again. We could go back down to 7. We could do more. We could do like 15 if you want to do 15. You just found $5 on the ground. I want to find money on the ground. That's cool. You should use that to buy some food, because food is good. We love food. We love food in this household. I wish I could like show you Connor right now. He's just like curled up on the floor next to me. Oh, I said his name and I woke him up. I'm sorry, baby. Do you guys want to do another writing sprint? How long do we want to do it for? I'm going to pick this time. I'm going to say we're going to do 15 minutes. Is that too much? I kind of feel like that's a lot. We could do 12 minutes. That seems doable. Are there any objections to doing 12-minute sprints? I'm dancing because I'm singing Taylor Swift in my head. 8 minutes and 37 seconds it is. And here we go. Sorry. So the plot hole that I stumbled into, because I stumbled into a plot hole, is it's relevant only to the magical world within this story. I just basically need to figure out the rules of magic in this world. It's not really like anything. It's something that I just realized I hadn't thought of before. So let me see how many words I wrote that time. What was that, 8 minutes? Yeah, 8.37. Oop, dropping my pen all over the place. I am at 24,522 words, which means I added, I don't know how much. So I added 189 words that time, which is not bad. So I said that I wanted to write 2,000 words in this stream. I don't think that's going to happen. I've only added 664 words so far. Whatever. It's fine. Tell us vaguely what happened. How many words have you added since the start of the live stream? I just told you, 664. Hi, Connor. Okay. Come here. You want to say hi? No? You won't run away? Come here. Connor's being weird. I'm going to pick you up. I won't pick you up. Wow, got him. Here's Connor. He's been napping while I've been writing, and that's how he helps me write because he's very helpful. And he doesn't like to be on camera. He's camera shy. If you guys have, is Connor the main character of the story? He's the main character of his own story. He's the main character of my life. And I think that's enough. He needs to be satisfied with that. Ooh. If you guys have writing buddies in the form of dogs or cats or hamsters or reptiles or amphibians or fish or birds, post them on Instagram and tag me at P_Stephanie Jean because I would love to see all of your pets. He doesn't like being up here. The muse is the dog's perspective. What do you think, buddy? You can't see it, but his tail is wagging, I promise. Should we do another writing sprint? I don't know. I'm like tired. I don't know if do you want down? Okay. I don't know if I want to write more. I do want to write more. I just don't know how much more. I've been live for 1 hour and 6 minutes. Most of the lives of write-ins that I see when I see them are like 2 hours long, so I guess we could go for another hour. But I don't know. Okay. I think I'm going to call it here because I'm tired. I worked until 11 o'clock last night, which means I got home at midnight, and then I had to be at work at 7 this morning, which means I got up at 6. So I am sleepy. He is so heckin' adorable. He is heckin' adorable. Look at him. Look at him. What a good boy. Okay. Now I'm distracted by my dog. I'm willing to be distracted by anything at this point. But I think I'm going to call it. Yeah. So I'm going to call it here for this write-in. If you guys want more live videos, let me know in the comments. Also, give this video a thumbs up because it really does help, and I would appreciate it. But yeah, if you missed the live stream this time and you would like to be present for another live stream later, I will probably post a new poll on Twitter so you guys could vote on when the best time is for your live stream. Connor is a very loud eater. I don't know if you guys can hear him. But yeah, other than that, it's been fun hanging out. I hope you guys accomplished some writing or some progress on assignments or whatever it is that you were working on while watching this. And I will be uploading regularly to my YouTube channel starting tomorrow. I will be posting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I hope. That's the plan. We're doing a trial run in September. It's a thing. So yeah, I guess that's it. I'm just going to call it. Thank you guys for hanging out. I will see you in my next video. Bye. Yay.